And I know a big storyline this season will be Tinsley and her relationship with Scott and getting engaged. I mean, were you surprised that they got engaged? Are you excited that she's taking this next step? And do you think it's the right move for her?
You know what? It's the right move for her. Is it the right move? I don't know. No one can make a decision. The pattern hasn't been good. So I hope the pattern doesn't continue, but I know he really wanted her to be with him. He really made accommodations for her. I mean, women, we love our clothes, and usually men, when you stay with them, they don't give you any room in their closet, or maybe they would put in a clothing rack. I mean, he actually built her a huge closet, which to me is a commitment,
Yeah.
That's than a ring. A ring you can give back. A closet, you're spending like major money on doing a closet. That means you want that person around. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah. Do you know if she's made wedding plans? Has she had to postpone everything with everything going on?
I really don't know. I mean, I really don't. And then with everything that's going on now in the world, I'm sure whatever she planned, it's on hold. But you know what? I can't answer for her. You have to speak to her yourself. I really don't know what her plans were. I mean, the most interaction I have with her is like we were supposed to have a premiere party at Space 54. And I was the one who was organizing it. And she was going to come and bring guests. And then that was the only connection I really had with her. I haven't really been speaking to her or anything. But I only wish her the best,
Definitely.
She wants to be married. She wants to have a child. So, of course, I wish her the best.
And then what happened between you and Dorinda this season? I mean, we see that there is a little bit of friction between the two of you. Can you explain a little bit about what kind of went down this season?
I think people, when they're upset about things in their lives, they take it out on people they're closest to. And Dorinda's struggling with some things, and you're going to have to see what she's struggling with and if she ends up working it out or not. But I love Dorinda, and she'll always be a very close friend of mine.
Yeah. So I spoke to Luann earlier, and she, spoke a little bit about her decision to start drinking again. And she said that everybody was very supportive of her. But were you very surprised that she decided to do this, or do you feel like she's in, a really good place in her life?
I've never seen Luann so happy and so centered and so put together. I mean, not put together actually she's put together with her beauty and her makeup and her clothes and her hair, but put together in her mind. I mean, I could actually you'll see a different bond with her and I this year. I have a different bond with her that I never had before. So if she feels she can drink and drink responsibly, then why not? Some people can, some people can't. I think she's able to.
Why do you think your bond between the two of you became so strong this season? Is because maybe Bethany wasn't here?
No, I think she just grew a lot. I think she really took what happened to her to heart. I mean, listen, she went through a lot of stuff. I mean, really tough. I mean, married again, divorced. I mean, went to jail overnight. I can't even imagine. And had to, breathe into the breathalyzer. I mean, that you have to wake up, and she woke up and smelled the coffee big time, I think, and it was a wake up call for her. And she really got into yoga and into herself, and she became less, I think. And listen, we're all selfish and self-centered, okay? Listen, we are. I admit it. I can be, you can be, we all can be. And she was, but she became less self-centered and just more likable, more approachable, not so removed and trying to cover up who she is. She's being more open about herself and opening up to people. And I just felt her opening up more to me, and I responded to that. And I was, I mean, there's going to be, I think there's an episode where her and I there's going to be an episode at some point where she and I have lunch together, and it was great. I had a great time with her. I mean, I love being with her.
That's great.
I've always liked being with her, but now I love being with her.
I love that. I think that's fantastic.
And this is going to be the most unique season that any of the viewers have ever watched, and it's going to be very special. It really is.
Why do you say that? Why do you say it's going to be so unique?
Because it's a different dynamic. I think we all feel freer. Bethany was a very strong character on the show. She was very good for the show, but without her presence, it's like, we used to have to always walk around eggshells with her. And now we're just, you're going to see more of us show ourselves. Like, have you seen the first episode?
They didn't send me the first episode. I'm so disappointed.
All right. Well, in the first episode, I reveal some pain that I'm going through, and I never would have done that before. And we're all showing deeper layers of ourselves. And I think, in this time that's going on in the world, people will relate to us so much more, because they'll see, they have the same problems I have, because it's not so superficial. We're always real, but we kind of peel back the layers and expose our innermost fears and worries.
Yeah.
And people can relate to that.
Definitely. When I was speaking to Luann earlier today, and she said the similar thing about not having Bethany there, like everybody else can really shine and you can get to know, I mean, we've known you for so many years, but get to know everybody a little bit more.
I think we go deeper. I think we go deeper. I really do.
Yeah.
We really do. You know, and it's like, you know, I always say, you know, like if you go through, like we all have problems in our life. No one has, okay, I want everyone to know out there, no one has a perfect life. So when you look at someone and go, oh, their life's so perfect, why can't I have that? Bullshit. It's not perfect. They go through the same misery, arguments, money problems, sex problems, lies, whatever. We all go through the same. We're all the same people.
Right.
And you know, you need people to identify with. So, you know, if you lose a parent, how can you cope with it? By listening to someone who also lost a parent. So I think our viewers will identify with us so much more this season because we're exposing more our wants, our needs, and most of all, our vulnerability and our weaknesses.
What was your first impression of new housewife Leah?
She could be my daughter. She's young enough to be my daughter. Like I'm 60, she's like 30 something. And yeah, she could be my daughter. And basically you'll kind of see our interaction that I hold her to a different standard. And the fact that because I kind of look at her as my surrogate daughter.
Yeah. I mean, she has said in interviews that like you kind of took her under your wing, but you were also very tough on her too.
Right, because I'm kind of like looking at her as an older Avery. So I have high expectations of her because I think she's smart, I think she's bright, but sometimes she does things that I'm like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? And I correct her, you know, the way you would to a daughter, not to a friend, not to a case, but like a daughter. I'm like, hey, stop that stuff, it's wrong. What are you doing? Well, you'll see. You'll have to watch.
Yeah. Was it easy for her? Because I mean, it's got to be very intimidating coming into this group, but did she kind of seamlessly like kind of fall right into place?
You know what? She held her own, I have to say. It is very difficult. We're a strong group of women. We speak our minds. We know who we are, and we don't take bullshit. And, you know, you can't take any wallflowers around us. We'll, like, you know, chew you up and spit you out. So we definitely didn't really chew her up and spit her out. We kind of slapped her around a little, but
yeah, you got to haze her a little bit.
Verbally, not physically.